Look at what happened to people in the Bible every time they had dimensions of encounters with God. It changed their perspective. Look at David, for God's sake. Look at David. Look at David standing before Goliath. How can a little teenager watch very strong veterans, military veterans, and this young boy comes to serve food and hears a beast roaring, 6 fingers and 6 toes, and David laughs. He says, God, I know something about you that can throw this man. And then he went to Saul. He told his brothers, the brothers said, return home before we beat the living daylight out of you. And then he met Saul. Saul only asked a question: what tribe and what family are you coming from? And then he allowed him, gave him spears, and he said, no, I wasn't trained with this formula. The God I know does not need all of these things. David is standing before Goliath. Remember, you are intelligent. When David stands before Goliath, you expect him to shake, and David is just imagining his testimony. He was so sure. He said, what will be my reward first? They said, 1, you will marry the king's daughter. I mean, what a joy. Who doesn't want that kind of stress taken off you? The stress of call, text, will you marry me, automatically in one sweep. Number 2, your family will be exempted from tax. Number 3, you will be rewarded. David said, let's go. And he stood before Goliath. Goliath felt insulted. He said, I know I will kill you, but am I a dog? Israel, is this your best? You can't even respect me. And David said, you keep watching. You come to me with your bows and your spears, but I come to you in a name. I come to you in a name. Let me tell you, there was a revelation that David knew. James 2:26, that anybody without a spirit backing it is dead. David knew that a body is only alive based on the spirit that backs it. The size of the body does not matter. When a body without a spirit stands before you, is as good as dead. And David looked and said, there is nothing backing this man. Let's stand. I can go. This is cheap victory. And then he told him, he said, mister, let me even tell you how I'm going to kill you. Number 1, you see this sling is going to hit your head, then you will be on the ground, and then I will use your own sword, cut off your head, and then I will lift it up. And Goliath said, I see. I can imagine God in heaven say, who is this? Who is this young boy putting pressure on my integrity? Listen, I believe. Now the Bible does not say, but I believe no matter what direction that stone touched Goliath, he still would have died. It wasn't about the accuracy of the forehead, any part of him. Goliath was already dead. Hallelujah. And Goliath falls to the ground, and that becomes great victory. Your destiny is at the mercy of a dimension of God you know.